Like 4 hours of sleep, and my head, it's kind of funky. Just getting over a sickness, I guess. But this is gonna be a short one, a very short live stream. I'm only going live stream right now. To put me on the put my homie on the map a little bit because he really deserves it. Um, but yeah, I'm just gonna get into reacting to his video. Love you, bro. I got you. I wish you would have told me you were about to do this YouTube thing, man. I would have tried to get out there to collaborate with you somehow. I got no wheels, but hey, bro, I know your position, and we don't. I'm gonna start this off on a personal note, saying that my homie that I'm about to play on this tablet here, him and we don't exactly agree politically. We've been very opposing when it comes to political beliefs, but he's still a good guy at the end of the day. He's one of the brothers that he's, man, despite our opposing political beliefs, he's always been there for me, and he's always helped me in the most best positive ways possible. I can't say the same thing about everybody I talk to, even some family members, some close friends. I can't say the same thing about everybody, but this homie right here, even though we disagree a lot politically, my homie here, Joint and Point. Look him up on YouTube. Joint and Point. Joint and Point. Look him up. Go subscribe, please. He's got some interesting ideas. Like I said, I don't always agree. Most of the time, actually, I don't agree with his political views. But at the end of the day, he's still a good guy. And I he probably feels like I know he feels like I'm a little confused, and I feel like he's a little confused. But I'm gonna put him out there anyway, just because at the end of the day, personally, person to person, he's always just been the most uplifting and positive person and supports of my, just um he just wants the best for me for him too. So anyways, I'm gonna turn the camera on. Yeah, I'm gonna show y'all what he's got to say.
I'm Ace.
He goes by Ace. Check it out.
Then I do another um, joint and point session.
He needs some confidence, y'all. So hype him up. Please hype him up.
Out loud for like an hour now.
Talking out loud for like an hour now. I do that too, homie.
This would help me, get my thoughts out.
Yeah. Because you can't, not everybody agrees with you. So I talk to myself because not everybody agrees with me, my opinions either, bro.
As you get older, it gets
Especially in the house I live in. No
figure
offense.
yourself out. Because in my 20s, I didn't feel like a person. I was just somebody that tried to fit in with my current surrounding.
When this video's done, I'm off the live.
Be myself. When I first got interested in the political discussion and politics, I got into it with the idea that I wanted to have my perspective challenged, which is naive.
It's not naive, bro.
It's a good expectation to have.
It's not naive to have your perspective challenged. That means that you're being open-minded, and I love and respect you for that. To not always think you're right, bro. To not always think you're right based on your opinion, that's a man of growth. I'm very proud that you're doing this, bro. So very proud of you. Don't be afraid to have your perspective challenged. If you're afraid to admit that maybe you're not right, then you're not going to change. Good job, Andy. I love you, bro.
But it's just the point of building up to is that, politics, is just nothing but football and
So
wrestling.
I did already watch 6 minutes and 11 seconds of this on my phone that I'm, live streaming off now. So this isn't 100% a genuine reaction right now, But after it's 6 minutes into this video, after the 6 minutes and 11 seconds, then I don't know what he's gonna say.
That's fine. It is now officially a digital coliseum.
It is digital coliseum. That's what it's turning into.
And it means absolutely nothing but purely entertainment and controversial crap.
It is.
And ultimately, that has driven my position to label my, well, not really labeled, but calling myself an anarchist.
He's not. He's labeling himself an anarchist, and he's gonna get into his reasons why. But my core belief of this man, he's not an anarchist, man. I think he's just getting caught in all the political turmoil that's just confusing the heck out of a lot of people out there. And I don't blame him for getting lost in that. I get my head in a tizzy over it too sometimes, bro. But I don't believe you're an anarchist, even though you want to self-label yourself one, bro. I think you're more diverse than that, man. Anyway, I'm gonna get back at it.
It's not because
This is my homie in real life.
I want to rebel against somebody, nor am I trying to be the edge lord on the outlines. I call myself an anarchist now because I genuinely hold the position that a system of social hierarchy is a very dangerous? No. Well,
It can be.
mostly,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. There you go.
But
I didn't get to this part yet, but yeah. Good job, bro. You're right. Don't question that.
yeah, I feel like it's just mostly dangerous.
Yeah.
It's got value when you want to.
I'm proud of
start
you.
like a settlement,
Proud of you, bro.
and you gotta be like the construction worker that.
Oh, I guess I did get to
helps
this.
organize,
I'm tired. 4 hours of
the
sleep.
building,
Whew.
whatever you're building.
I'm already 420 into the
When
video.
it comes to like politics, I feel like a social hierarchy running a country,
Thank you for the gift.
especially one that's based on money and status, just opens, the door for corruption. You can add, your laws as much as you want.
Ooh.
They're going to use their authority to create loopholes. That's what, hierarchy just grants unnecessary power to a human being.
Now we don't support the same people in politics, and I'm not gonna get into that unless he does. I'm not sure. I haven't watched. Like I said, I only watched 6 minutes and 11 seconds worth of this video so far. But if he gets into who he's talking about, then I'll jump on board. But I don't know what he's gonna say, so I don't want to put words in his mouth or nothing. But like I said, we've been very opposing on politics. We haven't agreed much on politics, but we have a good personal friendship.
And I feel like we need to move away from a system like that. Run purely, if you're going to be like a visionary and or, craft something to improve, society. I feel like you need to stand with people.
You do need to stand with people. Unity.
Instead of in front of them. This massive disconnect that, politicians and businesses have.
Like your headset, bro.
The general public is like legendary levels of difference. Nobody has any idea what the fuck they're talking about outside of just Republicans and Democrats. As if either of those parties actually give a shit about America anyway.
I can seem that way.
They're literally designed to own your ideas and to pit one side against the other.
Well, Republicans, like Democrats.
It's like, alright, Republicans are going to get shit on this year. Oh, the Democrats, That's another thing that pisses me off too. The political tribes,
Yeah.
This idea that you can
It's annoying.
coin fucking concepts and hold on to them as your own, right? Otherwise you get called the other side.
Yeah, the other side, the dark side. I don't know what he's referring to. I've just put my own twist on it.
And that's wild to me, This bullshit.
Shout out Kryptonite. 3 doors down.
It's bullshit.
Yeah, we're 8 minutes in, so.
That's what you get with social hierarchies.
Thank you for the gift.
A lot of people, when they think of anarchism,
Your pennies are cool. Thank you.
And, somebody that's like anti-community. That's not true. I'm anti-power. That's what I am. I'm anti-power in general. Community, it shouldn't be a power. It should be natural, right?
Well, I'm not sure where he's coming from that perspective. We do need to have authorities in power to help govern laws, and whatnot. I'm not completely sure where he's coming from with that.
To be something that just instinctively comes to mind and be like, let's fix the problem. Let's work together. But there's so many institutions, especially here in America, that prevents people from, unifying because of different levels of hierarchy. The church tells people that they're
the church.
Pure. They're the good people.
So what I know about this guy is his dad and maybe his mom, I'm not too sure, but I definitely know that his family is sort of religious. I'm not sure what religion they follow, but I know that they've been kind of preaching to him to go to church, get to know God and whatnot. And he's just seen, he's been on the other side of that, like, hey, like, leave me alone about it. I don't believe in that. And he's been rebelling for years against his family with the religious side of life. So I understand why he brought up church and all that. And anyway, I let him talk about it. I don't have any Any hate for you, bro. I still love you. He knows that I'm a believer, but we've never had disagreements because of it. In fact, we don't even talk about it because we both know where we stand with it. So we just leave that conversation off the table and we just keep it like friendly. You know what I mean? Like he's my brother. He's over the years. This guy has like he's given me a computer. He's given me he, anything that he could give me. He's given me, and he's always been there to hang out and smoke a joint with me, just talk. And other than politics, him and I, we get along pretty damn good.
And everyone else is evil. If you want to be good, you have to be on our side. You know, that's fucking wild to me. And, the corporations and businesses of America, they're all in bed together and they're telling everybody, hey, you want to be successful, you want to call yourself a human being, then you have to work for us.
It's hard to start your own business. It's really
You
hard.
have to give us your labor. And maybe, just maybe, we'll consider you somebody that's worthy of keeping alive.
Well, we all gotta work, bro.
You know,
He's working on his education, though.
every day.
I don't know if he's gonna talk about that or not, but he is
feels like a
working
litmus-
on his
litmus
education.
test from the system, right?
Sorry to leak that out if you didn't want that out, bro.
Like, are you worth keeping around? Okay, you got a job, so I guess you're contributing something. But that job isn't good enough, Why should we pay you for doing that job? It's nothing. It escalates like that. And so, I don't know. I'm still kind of figuring all this shit out in my head, but ultimately,
We
that's
all
like
are.
the conclusion I've come to is anarchism, just because I see no value, activist groups, that's what I was also thinking of. Activist groups function like, the political tribes now, too. They're just more on the ground, right? They'll come up, talking points
Yeah.
in order to gain relevance,
YouTube is becoming the new mainstream media. I mean, like we're always gonna have the news and whatnot, but it's. I feel like YouTube is still slowly becoming the new favorite news outlet, as it should be, because YouTubers are generally more transparent than news outlets are, right? I believe that.
It's less about helping people and more about getting attention, right? We see so much of that in activism now, that activism feels like nothing ever gets done because of people like that. It's fucking wild to me. And then that's when the media steps in and goes, see?
Actually, you know what, bro? When the media steps in, yeah. Like Trump says it all the time. Like God bless his soul, man. Trump says it all the time. The fake media, the fake media. Yeah, there's a lot of fake media. Puts a lot of garbage out there.
Yeah, the violent extremists. We're not allowed to treat each other as brothers and sisters,
Right.
fighting the same fight. We have to lead the charge, They have to be the one carrying the torch.
Someone's got to do it, bro.
So disgusting.
I agree with you, bro. Hey, man, we got to fight this fight, bro.
I don't know, man.
Proud of you, man. Keep
That's
going.
kind of what I've been analyzing about myself.
We all want a better world,
I'm
bro.
not sorry, by the way, if any right winger comes across this. You know, you even get destruction. That's what anarchism means. No, it's just the abolishment of social hierarchy, that's all. I think that if we truly want to be a community, we should all work together and only make things that benefit and improve our lives. And we should all learn how to speak for ourselves again.
Yeah.
Instead of letting a company do it,
Yeah.
our church do it,
Oh.
our social media do it. We should learn to speak for ourselves again.
That's what you're doing, though.
Like social hierarchy's biggest sin.
Now you're using social media to do it.
Is that we lose the ability to speak for ourselves. Not just verbally, but, mentally, personality, just everything. We lose the right to speak for ourselves. That's what social hierarchy does. And I'll own that stance to the day I die.
All right. That was honestly, sincerely, YouTube. That was sincerely the first. Like, I didn't even know he started his own channel. He didn't tell me nothing. But he just moves. He does his own thing. And like I said, him and I don't agree politically. That's probably why he didn't involve me, because he knew that him and I weren't going to see eye to eye, which is true. I don't agree with all his ideology, but I do agree with certain things he said. Unity and community, it really does matter. He's kind of against the church, and he knows that I've been a supporter of the church. So we do go different ways there for certain, but I do love you. I do appreciate you. Thanks for finally getting yourself out there, bro. I've been trying to get my family to stop being such big pansies and put themselves out there. Get your voice heard. If you can make some money out about it, man, that's more power to you, brother or sister, for real. But my family's just too scared. They're too pansies to get out on the social media platform. Actually, like, I'll even go a step further. I sent a message through my family family. You guys, I got 4 hours of sleep. I'm trying to kick this hard as I can out this morning. I'm gonna get off this live very shortly though, but I sent a message out to my family group chat. I'm like, hey y'all, like, you guys know I've been trying something, like, I can't paraphrase what I say even, but something along the lines of like, hey, you guys know I've been trying for months and months and months around this country to get a job. It's not working out. I blasted Christina and I out there being homeless. I made ourselves, we're basically the clown jokes. Now she's away. Now I'm the clown joke. I'm the clown joke. Town joke. Yeah, I need to get some sleep. Anyway, I just can't get a job anywhere around this county that I live in, and I don't know. Maybe this got something to do with the YouTube. I assume it does. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I don't really have any certifications under my belt. I'm just an entry level factory jockey at best. Maybe that's what my problem is. I don't know. Anyway, uh, so I sent a message out to the family because my family don't really like to be on YouTube so much. I got like one sister that does. The other one's like, oh, I don't want to be on that, but she'll go on it. She's just like, I don't know. She don't like to put herself out there on social media. And then like I got other family members that like they completely like, no, I don't want to be on camera. And I'm like, hey, well, my personal relations in helping you out, they're not making me any money. I'm not gonna job anywhere else. So I put it in the family group chat. I'm like, hey, if you're not willing to be on camera and help me make this money, because this is the only way I'm making money at this moment. If you're not willing to be personal in a business sense with me on my channel, then I'm not sure we got much to talk about because I got to make this money, y'all. I got to make this money. So like I'm just being that cutthroat and bold, and the most personal ways possible. So if I'm being like that with them, just imagine how I'm gonna be anywhere else. Just put it out there. I did hit my buddy up, my buddy Robbie. I am in talks and in the consideration of going to live with him and his girl as a nomad liver, lifer, nomad lifer. I'm gonna put it that way, nomad, because I don't know if I'm ever gonna have a home, like a permanent home to live in. Like, it's just getting hard for me to find a job anywhere. If I can find a job somewhere real quick, it would help me tremendously. I'm not having any luck getting a job anywhere around this county. Period. I'm just not. I've been trying for months and months on end, and you hear the aggravation in my voice. Yeah, it's very very, I don't know how to put it, discouraging. It's very discouraging when you keep sending application after application after application, so on and so forth through Indeed, and you don't get nobody hiring you back. Yeah, it starts changing your mind, in your heart. You get a little bit hardened, and you start to really just, you need to make money off this YouTubing. And if anybody doesn't, if they don't want to be a part of it, then hey, bro, if you ain't gonna help my money, you ain't gonna help me make some memories. You ain't gonna if you ain't gonna help turn the memories into money to help me personally, then I don't know why you think you consider yourself my family, because this is the only source of income I got. So anyway, that's how I feel about that. Most of my family has jobs, so of course they're not worried about trying to make money off this. But I am. I don't have a job. This is my only source of income. Open your mind up, homie. Anyway, you ain't gotta be so dang closed off all the time. Anyway, I'm not talking to y'all. That's more of a personal shot to fam, friends. Whoever doesn't want to be on the YouTube thing. I'll hang out for personal professional reasons. Like, you want to get to know me personally? Well, let's make a business out of it. Let's talk business. I'm open to that. On camera would be great, because I got too much things that switch up on me. People keep switching up on me for different reasons, and I can't handle that no more. Just be real. And I feel like the best way I get people's real genuine nature is when they're on camera. So that's why I like to do it myself, keep myself on camera when I'm trying to talk about something. Because otherwise, what are you hiding from? If you can't be on camera, homie, what are you hiding from? What are you scared about? That's how I feel. Anyway, I'm off it. I'm going to tune out. And because I ain't got much sleep and I'm tired. But I had to give the homie some love. Hey, bro, I'm going to make sure I check out your other videos, though. I'm gonna make sure I keep track of what's going on. Every time you upload a video, I might jump on it, bro. Yeah, I'm so proud of you, bro. Keep going with your ideology. And like I said, we don't agree on everything. But on a personal note, he's always been there for me. And he's never disrespected me. And he's never turned his back on me once. He's always been there for me in the most positive ways. He's never been negative to me, not once. He's never said anything negative to me, not once. Not once. So I appreciate you. I love you for always being a positive encouragement to my life, even though we have different political views. Thank you, bro. Much love. With that, I'm tuning out. Y'all have a good day. God bless America. We got different views there too, but yeah, appreciate you, homie. Much love. I'm out.